If a car comes barreling at you, it puts him in a position to shield you and for him to take the hit from the car, whether that results in injury or death.
Well, it's in their innate nature to protect women and children. That's always been...
Are women children?
Yes. Women and children.
So women don't... No, are women children? Not...
No, I said women and children.
I know, but
so
are women children?
No.
Okay.
They still have a duty to protect women because women are not as strong as men. Women are more vulnerable.
Okay, cool. So now that we've established that men have duties, what duties do women have?
Women are nurturers. Women are there to support you. Women
You already
are there.
said that, but what duties do women have in the early stages of a relationship?
Well, you just have to think about why are you asking a woman out in general?
Because you have a romantic interest in her and you want to date her.
And you want companionship. So
And she gets the exact same thing in return, though.
yes, okay, and
Okay, well, here, as long as you're okay with should claims as it relates to men should do X, Y, Z. Should, if a man should protect you, a man should provide. Should women be submissive?
yes,
Should women cook and clean?
yes.
If a man tells his girlfriend to go make him a sandwich, should she do it?
I mean, you don't have to say it like that, but yes,
Fine,
there's
you
no
can-
reason why she can't cook him or boyfriend a sandwich.
You can say, we can frame it in as
There's-
flowery a way as you like. Should women be virgins?
Well, they really should be.
But
We're not, but we should.
99% of
if-
them aren't. Like, at
That's
least
what
for-
God, right. That is what God intended, and I think that He had that intention for a reason. And we would have less problems, I think, if we all waited. Yes, totally.
Okay. But it's just interesting. There's so much traditional expectation on men when it comes to their behavior and their conduct. And there doesn't really seem to be much traditional expectation on women to fall into their traditional gender roles.
Well,
And
I
you'll
just
even
think
have liberal feminist women who insist or demand or want men to pay for dates, be protectors, be providers. But they're like the most modern progressive feminist women ever.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to feminism, so.
Like, for you, when you pursue women and you're going out with them, do you
Wait,
expect...
did you raise? Was your microphone always that high?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just slouching.
Oh, okay. That's
But
fine.
so do you expect something out of women when you're getting to know them in the beginning?
What do you mean, expect?
Like, things in return. Like, okay, the woman is expecting you for, like, you to pay the meal and, like, things like that. What are you expecting from her? Like...
Yeah, sure. I mean, if there's an expectation on her end that I'm going to be providing, so paying for dates and whatnot, first off, my expectation starts something like this. If you have expressed an interest in me, and it depends really how we meet. If it's sort of, I'm not going to give the scenario where she's contacted me first, for example. But
No, yeah, it's you pursued
I've
her
pursued
first.
her. Yeah, so
You're
I mean,
doing
I'll tell you
everything
this.
first.
If she wants a second date with me, there can't be other dudes in the picture.
Okay.
So
Okay.
first
Loyalty.
date,
That's
reasonable.
fair.
but I
That's
expect it.
very
I mean,
fair.
ideally, I'd expect to be dealing with a girl that's not fucking another guy. So
Okay.
I don't want to be dealing, like, I don't even want to take a girl out if another dude is sexually in the picture. Like, that's an immediate 100% deal breaker. She's fucking a dude. I don't care if they're not in a relationship. He can have her. Like, I don't want to deal with a girl who's fucking other men. Now, if she's dating other men, I could sort of understand if it's like, you know, she's dating, but she's not sleeping with them. If we go on a first date, if she wants a second date, it has to be a wrap with the other dudes. I want almost immediate romantic and sexual.
Exclusivity.
I don't know if I suppose it would be exclusivity, but
Without a title, though, you're not going to put a title on it yet.
this is how people have dated for the vast, like, up until very recently, 20 years ago. Typically, people would date one person at a time.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I have a roster of 5 people, I'm fucking 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
It was date one person, see how that goes. Oh, it doesn't work. Here's the next person.
I do prefer that. I think honestly, we would all be way better. Well, I'm not going to speak for
would
everybody,
agree.
but
People
I
are
think
just
it would
in
be better
perpetual
off if we did do that.
situationships. What do you have?
Isn't that based on mindset though? Like me personally, I'm a demisexual. I've never been able to date two people at once. That's just not how I operate. But like some people can and whatnot. So it's just like a mindset thing, right? What you're saying?
Are there? Yeah, I agree that there's poly people out there, like people
Does it
date
make you-
multiple people. Excuse me.
Does that make you poly though if you're just trying to find like who you click with?
What do you mean?
Like by going on multiple dates, whether it's sexual or not.
I don't think it would make you poly if you are dating multiple people and there's no sex involved. But if there was sex involved, I think you'd be poly. Yes,
Okay.
you'd be having be having sexual relationship with multiple people at the same time. But in addition to that, my other expectations would be there would be some expectations when it came to deference in the relationship. If you want me to be a leader, you have to be a follower. Two people can't lead. So if I'm the leader, you got to follow. So you have to defer to me on decisions.
Agree.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want a submissive, basically.
yes, I want a submissive woman.
Aha. Okay.
Well, it's not even necessarily
So-
some people bring that into BDSM, but I think submission can exist external to BDSM.
Okay.
Can I say
So
something
it's
when
just
you're
a
done?
traditional mindset, basically.
Sure, yeah.
Can I add something as well?
Well, you go first because you asked.
So you want, I agree with you, by the way, Brian. I'm very much into that. There's a leader and a follower. And if that's your traditional mindset, then why are you not traditional in the sense that you're not willing to even pay for a date? Because if you're going to be traditional men protect and provide. And you're already like protesting that. Like your innate nature, you're protesting, but you still want a submissive girl. So it doesn't really line up.
It's super simple. So of the women that I've dated more recently, I'm taking care of everything. However,
Okay.
My previous experience is like I used to be on dating apps. This was like 2 years ago. I was meeting a lot of women on dating apps. And so the expectation on dating apps is I have to go in with the assumption, and even if I were to ask point blank, I'd probably also assume they might lie to me. I have to assume there's another guy in the picture. I have to assume they're fucking somebody else. So like I'm not really keen, I don't think, unless the girl has made it abundantly clear that she's not dealing with other men. I don't really want to be the sucker who's taking her out on a date because she's just kind of bored, but she's actually got 1 or 2 or 3 other dudes,
No, I get
and
that.
she's sleeping with one of them. I'm not taking a girl out on a date and paying for her shit, and then she fucks her situationship later that night.
Whoa.
It's windy, guys. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
So excited for the drive.
Yeah, so my position is like, I don't really think men should be out here providing for women unless the woman is coming with genuine intention. So like,
Yeah.
as a girl, if you've got a roster, you're dealing with multiple men, like, or you don't even have to be sleeping with another dude, but if I'm on a date with you and you're telling me you got 3 other dates lined up for the rest of the week, I'm not paying.
Yeah, I don't.
If you're dating with intention and like, in that situation, I'm not paying.
No,
I'm not paying.
I agree.
But if you're actually about me, like that's not, you can get, if you're,
Then why are you going out with her
what do you mean?
if you don't want to?
Maybe she hasn't made that revelation until I'm out on the date. Like I might ask her something casual like, oh, so like how's the dating life been?
So you're gonna take her out, have a meal, and then ask her? Are you
I've been
seeing
in situations where I've asked a girl out on a date and we get to talking and she's telling me, "Oh, I have 5 other dates lined up this week." I'm like, I've lost interest. But I've also vetted women beforehand. I'll always try to do a phone call or something, be like,
Yeah.
"What's your situation? Are you dating other people? Are there other guys involved?" I hope they're honest. Sometimes they might lie. So you never know. But if you're dealing with a girl who has a genuine interest in you, then yeah, I'm gonna take care of everything. That's fine.
Okay, then we agree.
But
But in order for you to take care of everything, they have to fall into the traditional role.
sure. But keep in mind, I mean, when it comes to traditional, I don't think it's all or nothing necessarily. I think there's some variance when it comes to more traditional or less traditional.
Fair.
For example, like I don't want to get married.
Fair.
So you could have quarrel with my rather non-traditional position there. And you could say, okay, well, you shouldn't have sex until marriage. I don't believe in that either. So Am I 100% like not Stone Age, like Bronze Age traditional? No, not necessarily. But like in terms of like the relationship dynamic that I find is the most optimal, it's leader, follower, and then she can't be like involved with a bunch of other dudes. I don't think it works.